Hi. I am wondering if you will help me edit a poem. This is a poem I wrote on the 19th of April. And I left it until last week when I read it to the people in this new poetry group that I've just joined. And they gave some really good feedback. However, I just want to get more. I mean, one thing about my poems are they just come. They come and that is them. And I have trouble editing because I don't want to take away from the message, because I feel like the message is the message. Excuse me. I had a fizzy drink and I don't really have fizzy drinks, so yeah. I've made myself lose my train of thought. Editing. Yes, so I'm looking for more like stylized ways to stylize it, because at the moment it's like one long poem. There are bits that might need removing, some bits. But I just thought I'd try it, for people who like poetry. Anyone, any editors, proofreaders out there, let's be friends. This poem is called Better Directed. It is a poem rooted in trauma and overcoming trauma and resilience in the true sense. Like, I don't want to, sometimes I don't like it when people use that word, but I feel like I have used it proper. I am Palestinian, for people who do not know. I'm from Gaza City. And this is the I don't know how to say it. Sometimes I get stuck for words like this and I'm like thinking real time. It's from the position of a persecuted person from a persecuted lineage. And it talks about, people don't see what people go through. And sometimes people who go through a lot and can handle a lot just make it look easy. They look like they're not really bothered, or it's not really like they're untouchable, when it does cause a lot of bother. Like, it does cause bother. And like, there's a lot of people that are jealous of resilient people, but they would never walk in the shoes of that person to have that character. They want the character without the suffering. And I just haven't known any cases where that ever happens. There's cases where it's like fails, where people just want to take everything from the people of character, as we are witnessing, you know, on a very brutal scale right now. But they don't want to do the work to have what they have. Like, they just want to take it. They just want to demolish it or move out, like, you know, just move in, you know, when a family's on holiday or whatever, just move in. Or not even wait till they're on holiday, just move in, just knock on the door while they're sleeping or whatever. Like, they want the result of all the work without doing the work. I mean, no, that does not last. That does not last. So this is a poem about, with those sentiments in mind. Long story short, I'm 6 minutes in, I've not even read it. Excuse me, I really should not have had a fizzy drink. But I did not know I was going to do this. Better directed. Why are you intimidated by my resilience? It was born out of enduring years upon years of trauma that was difficult to explain, and lifetimes of trauma in my DNA, that of my foremothers and forefathers. I honour them by peeling it all away for years so I can breathe, so they can now too. The unravelling is arguably more painful than the original cuts. Why are you intimidated by my resilience? It's very strange to think about having resilience without enduring pain. So why make my testimony a cause for your jealousy? There is no space for you to compete with me on the path God paved for me. You can't block my legacy like you could along my ancestry. Surely your energy could be better directed. You want this resilience. You want this resilience. You want all I have, but you don't want my feet, or this path they have walked to have it. Suffering, long suffering, unimaginable death and destruction and rebuilding, over and over and over. You want this resilience to carry on, given only by the grace of God, like it's a shiny new object. Surely your energy could be better directed. So that's the second time I've read that out loud. So forgive me stumbling on my words and stuff. I don't really know the poem. I haven't looked at it for ages before last week. And there's already bits that I know that I need to take out, but it'll be interesting to see. And that was based on the feedback from the poetry group last week. And so it'll be interesting to see what other people say and if it matches their feedback. Thanks for joining in advance, and yeah, helping me along my editing process, which I struggle with very much. It's very exposing, it's very brutal. It's a brutal process, and it's very difficult to do it alone. So thank you for playing a role in brutalizing my work. Take care of yourselves, lots of love and peace and blessings. Bye.